What's up, folks? Welcome to Wasted Space, and welcome back once again to the Rim, where we've finally got components we can make. Look, a component assembly bench. It's next level shit. Quick, let's get a stockpile up where we can put some metal so that they actually get onto this, because this is what's going to hold us back for the time being, is the speed at which we get components in. I'm really tempted to call another trader, and maybe see... There were some points about how we could kind of do with some animals that can haul in the colony. We got loads of money. In fact, they're still there. Where's Miguel? Not Miguel. Old Cat. Old Cat's our friendly fella. Old Cat, I am going to wake you up. Go and have a chat with the crew again, will you? I want to see if they've got animals that can actually haul for us. Because the hauling is slowing everything down. I want to do some efficiency work, basically, today. Try and get on top of that side of things. Did these guys bring anybody? Labradors. Labradors can haul, right? Trainable, intelligent, advanced. That's what you need. There's a size requirement. I'm pretty sure a Labrador can haul. So let's give this a go. Random one, but I am going to buy all 3 Labradors they've got. I think that makes sense. It's a bit of a weird one, but I think it's going to help out in the long run, simply on the basis that we're going to have to do so much less of the work. Just checking there's nothing else in here that I foolishly missed. I did not. There we go. 3 Labradors. Are they actually trained? Nope. But they can haul. Perfect. Who is our handler? Miguel. I want to rethink somewhat what we're doing with this stuff here, because I think everyone needs to have like kind of 2 main priorities, and not like I've got it set up at the moment where everyone's kind of doing a bit of everything. So, Vadir, what's that? 6, 6, 6. You're pretty much even across the board. I'm going to kind of leave you with growing and plant cutting as your primary, crafting as your secondary, and then constructing kind of tertiary if we really get there. Miguel, construction and mining, those 2 go together well. And then art, so let's drop those to Old Cat. Number 1 on Doctor, and then otherwise you can be doing... Warden and Handle kind of go well together. How well ahead is he? He's not much ahead. Nah, I'll leave him. So Old Cat can do wardening and doctoring and a bit of growing. I think that makes sense. And then let's ditch this stuff here. Probably going to end up with some of these guys idle down the line, but... And then last priority for him can be plant cutting after he does smithing and he's back up. Mick is kind of looking alright. Mick's kind of across the board craftsman. Tradesman leaving, that's fine, nothing to panic about. Nom kind of looks okay as well. Ellie should probably not have crafting on there or smithing. That makes more sense. Kira, construction, yep. Then growing and plant cutting, sure. And then last backup is Taylor? Or do we want to make her something else? Because we seem to be lacking... No, Taylor actually works. Let's get rid of that. Snipes can do arts. Alicid. Construction, mining. Do we want to train Alicid in some handling? Let's put handling on 4 at the top there. And then last priority, I guess, is crafting, because Alicid really can't do very much. Ruben. Plant cutting, and then... primarily hauling with a secondary crafting, that's fine. Radish, kind of a bit of everything. Backup should be crafting, and we don't need smithing there. Okay. Still no idols, so that's a good start. Is anybody actually getting onto this side of things? Because that's crafting as well, and we've got quite a few crafting tasks on the go. Cancel you, work left 57s. I'm just going to cancel all these, because they never seem to actually finish half of them. It's really kind of annoying. Machining table, we have suspended the charge rifle, that's good. We are still doing some art, which probably isn't really very necessary, but hey, while that's going on, let's think about some floors. We good for wood? We're kind of alright for wood. Can't help but feel like wood floors isn't a bad plan. The train here is... I've already done that. Well, let's do it a bit further. The strawberry plants keep dying from being... Oh, these are the ones that I got rid of the growing zone for? No, they're not. No, they are not. This is what I'm thinking about efficiency-wise. It's like, where can we put down more floors to try and speed up our movement? Like, this entire room could be floored. There's no reason for it not to be. This is the only place that really doesn't want a floor. Doors, we were starting to replace them properly. Still got a few wooden ones on the outside, but I think that kind of works. Let's do some wood cutting to go with that, because otherwise they're going to run out, and there's always plenty just out the front of the base. Not too bad to be calling more traders to try and get more hauling animals. It'll take a while to train these guys up, actually. And also, thinking about it, let's get these guys on carnivore. Colonist needs treatment. Oh, we've still got muscle parasites, haven't we? Yeah. No worries. Everything's fine. Old cat should get straight on that. Restrictions should now be set for the animals. They're still putting plenty of food outside, so that side of things working all right. Should really have, as people correctly pointed out, this stockpile set up to also have drugs in it. So flake, cocoa juice, luciferum, wake up, yago. And that should mean that they'll immediately put those in there, and they'll get much, much easier to burn. I think this makes some sense. Let's expand this all out a bit. It's a bit ugly. As is this, but whatever. People don't like that. I'm sorry. I kind of want to get rid of this stuff today. I kind of want to finish off down here. I'm still wondering about whether or not we also need to be growing quite so much stuff down here. I mean, it seems a bit... Even this much seems a bit unnecessary. We're never actually getting it all harvested. Yeah, might just do that. I don't think it's as simple... Okay, we've got a few squirrels that are stuck down here that I might hunt. I don't think we can just... Yeah, I'm going to have to replace the graves before I can get too much more power down here. I'm not sure. Do we want to burn the graves? I did promise grave burning, didn't I? Let's hunt you. Is there any other squirrels, or is it just the single? Just the single. Yeah, I did promise grave burning, so maybe we'll have to get onto that. We have Molotovs, the most important part of any experiment. Not much of an experiment, really. Kind of know what's going to happen. Need a better place for the dumping stockpile as well. This is a bit crap. Right, do we try and pack it into this back corner here? Should probably mine away some of this edge to clean it up too. Dags are getting happy. How's the training process going? Oh yes, I saw our friend Chuck Norris, the cough. I assume the training's going okay? Yeah, we're getting some of it done. Master McGow. Yeah, I really don't want the animals to have a master. I don't want bonding. No bonding, please. This is one person who's got release trained. Why on earth? Let's train the calf too. Probably should. Speed things up as well. I don't know why I'm running so slowly. A whole bunch of stuff to sell. A whole bunch of stuff to make. Carolina? Oh, Carolina's one of the... Okay, that makes sense. Just like, since when have we had someone called Carolina? So what are they doing at the moment? Because not much seems to be happening, but I'm not getting hassled about people being bored. So what are they up to? Let's get the rest of this jade while we're there. I guess it's probably time to go down and poke the caskets. Some of it, what they've been up to, is mining, of course. Mick is binging on Wake Up. And there's a heatwave. Hooray! So perhaps we don't go and do the caskets now. Burn drugs. What else do we want on here? I mean, Wake Up's on there. Yeah, that's as it should be. So how are you binging on something that you shouldn't have access to? You're not, is the answer. It's just making it up. Fair play. Treatment side of things seems to be going fine, as is... it's a bit messy. It is a bit messy. They're also not making any components. What is everybody doing? I suppose they're all making floor at the moment, aren't they? It's kind of my own fault. Floor and cutting wood. It'll be worth it in the end. Speed up their movement a ton around these areas, because that's basically the problem at the moment, I think, is we're a bit slow when outside. Major break. Some aristocrat. Are you really that bad? Just because of muscle parasites? Very tired. You're in bed. Rebuffed by everybody. What are you doing, some aristocrat? Thankfully, he's also sanguine, but yeah, even that seems to be pushing things. Yeah, no, I suppose it is a heat wave, isn't it? Is it that hot inside? It's really not that bad. It's fine. I don't know what everyone's complaining about. Work speed penalty, bad temperature. It's too hot in there, even. I suppose. Does make some sense. Come on, get on with things, folks. There are still a few guys out and about on the map. I guess there's just random hauling on top of that little bit of mine I asked for. Wasn't there? There's silver down there, just in case we need it at some point. So yeah, the last thing really is to poke some of these caskets. 2 major break risks. And even more strawberry plants dying because they're not being harvested. It's these ones, right? It's just not enough people on growing then. But I've got so many people on growing. Let's give snipes growing and non-growing. But everybody's got blooming like stuff for harvesting now. It shouldn't be hanging around this long. We've got storage for it all, so that's not the problem. Although I should probably go and manage our areas so that the animals aren't actually allowed in here. So herbivore, not in the fridge, please. I've already cleared you. What about carnivore? I've already done that as well. Extreme break risk. Wow, Nom is angry. Opinion of my wife Radish, -3. Oh, Jesus. Wake up withdrawal. Ah, I see. I see. That's Nom's problem. We've finally had someone idle for a little while. Aha! And we're finally getting them to actually harvest the stuff. Stunning. So yeah, we need to treat growing a bit as a priority task from the angle of like everybody kind of needs to be on it when it's time. It's probably... Why are you... Oh, Rogue's got food poisoning from corn. That's fine. That's fine. I mean, stop eating random stuff off the floor, of course, but that's not a big concern. They're all still hauling... Oh, they're still hauling stuff from here. There's an argument of whether or not I put down more paths to make this whole thing quicker. And if I do, where do you put it? Do you put it along the edge and down? Let's have a look and see what sort of routes they actually take to get in and out. Because they go along the edge as it is. I'm tempted also, I mean, we're using loads of wood for this, to kind of run a line along the edge between all the doors as well. I mean, yeah, again, this is going to take loads of wood, which we don't have. Loads of wood which is lying around outside, I say. Some aristocrat needs treatment. Oh, cat, straight on the task. Who's this? Ellie, why have you thrown away your cloth duster in order to start something else? That seems really odd. What are you doing? It's decided we have enough dusters. You're not very good at it either, are you? Excuse me. Making snipes both need treating. That's one. Should be one more. Bulk goods trader. Nice. Okay. Convenient transport company. Yeah, no worries. We'll wait for someone to wake up for this. I don't think I want to piss anybody more off. But at the moment, everyone does seem to be really quite angry with me. Completely unnecessary. Okay. McGow isn't quite as good as old cat, but whatever. Go call the bulk goods trader. Let's get stuff done. Sell things, buy things. They got Yorkshire Terriers, which can't haul. Cats, an army of cats. Always buy some turkeys. I don't think so. What are we going to buy from you? Chocolate? Chocolate's not expensive. They only got one chocolate. Well, that's not so helpful then, is it? Fertilized iguana eggs. 170 of them. Now, that could be a laugh. probably be the end of the colony as well, but that would be a hilarious way to go. 170 for hatching a goner all at once. Oh, Jesus, that'd be strange flashbacks to last season. You don't really have anything we want, do you? Oh, you guys keep getting angry with me because I'm not selling the dead man's apparel. Apparel. Why do I always say it weird like that? I am a strange man. So yes, Synthread Duster is theirs. Didn't we have a Synthread one that I keep forgetting to sell, or am I being an idiot? Maybe I did sell it. Maybe I sold it and that comment was left earlier on in the episode. Well, we might be okay then. We might be okay. Let's sell some drone dairy leather, some elk hide, all the stuff that we don't have much of. Fennec foxskin, ostrich, squirrel. That lot looks about right. Should we sell some food? Should we sell some meals? Meals worth quite a lot more. We have 48 simple meals, worth 15 each. Still not worth that much, I suppose. Let's just ditch them some corn. Raw corn. That should do. Well, my throat's suddenly gone absolutely terrible. Nice, still working on the floors. Probably still need to cut some more wood. Heatwave is over, so I should probably think about Cryotosleep's caskets. Nom is still just hideously angry because of that wake-up addiction, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm not sure we can do much to fix any of that. How's the art going? 61 art left for McGow. Do we have a statue? New. Have they... I thought they'd put the elephant tusks just out of range, but no, we're all good. That should be enough wood, right? Finish all that stuff off. Nom needs treatment. Nom's still about to go mad. Everything is fine. The colony is happy. Hey, actually getting clothes done. Ellie training? At least getting a bit better? Yeah, ish. Handle break, wake up binge. We don't have any wake up, dude. You can't binge it if we don't have it. That's how it works. Alicid's now about to get angry. Go to bed. Have I might have shortened their night times a bit too much for these scenarios where they get ill. Might give them all another hour's sleep. I could always go back and forth and sort of try and fix it each time, but I don't think that's a great way of doing things. We have another dromedary calf. Do I slaughter the calves? Do I let them grow and then slaughter them? Do we just keep harvesting the milk and the hair? Don't know about that. It certainly looks like we're going to end up with a whole bunch of animals, because in theory, we did get a female Labrador as well, didn't we? Yep. Down to minor breaks. Really want to go out in the morning and get the sleep caskets done, because there could be all sorts in here, including more colonists. There's components in those as well. Do we leave Alicid and Summer Aristocrat behind, or what? 6 of 7. Nice. Is McGow like really high at 13, 15? Oh, Cat's not actually our best doctor. Is McGow really high at this? He's still only 11. He said he had a 97% chance. That seems pretty damn high. Cool. Right, let's do this. Let's do this. What do we got? You guys are eating. I should probably let you finish, shouldn't I? Ellie can't fight. That's a shame. Kira Cat can't fight, so we're going to take Vadir. We're going to take Mick the Man. I'm going to take Radish. I'm going to take McGow with his gun. I'm going to leave Nom behind, because he is angry. Or is it Summer Aristocrat that's angry? I think it's Summer Aristocrat that's angry, isn't it? Oh, Nom's pretty angry too. And binging. No, we'll leave Nom behind. What else do we want to bring? We want to bring an old cat. Old cats is a bit slow. Let's not bring an old cat. Let's bring some aristocrat. We're missing. You could bring a Reuben or a Snipes. Snipes is content. Reuben's content. Let's bring a Reuben and a Snipes. Don't want to go short on this. Right, folks. Let's get moving. It's casket time. It's the sort of point where I'd really want someone... No one in our colony has been set up for melee. And normally this is where you want someone with a shield on and melee so that they can get straight involved. I spy with my little eye something beginning with C. Yes, that's right. It's a cougar. We're going to go and kill it before it causes us troubles. Right, who's going to run? Mick, no. No. Okay, let's slow things down a little. Guys, you need to kill the cougar. That'll do. Good job. Right, back over here. I think we might make ourselves a couple of holes here for shooting in, giving ourselves some cover. The snipers probably weren't the best choice to bring for this, in reality. And who are we going to send in to do the actual opening, I wonder? Some aristocrat? Who's fast here? 3.2, not some aristocrat. Anybody but some aristocrat. 3.48. Radish is fast, right? 4.57. 4.97 for Vadir. That's blatantly going to be the highest. That's way fast. Reuben's pretty swift as well. I think it might have to be Vadir on the basis that he's got a pretty inappropriate gun as well. Here we go. Oh, we got lucky there. Wow, okay, so we got 3 guys we could rescue. We got Pitman, good name. Hard worker that dislikes women and is a nudist, incapable of dumb labour. Probably want Pitman. We got Seller, careful shooting kind with a chemical interest. Probably want Seller. And we have Allison, the pessimist brawler. That's incapable of intellectual. Well, there's the melee person. I'm never a big fan of pessimist, but we probably handle it. And then we've got Luckier, the pretty blood. Ooh. Luckier's amazing. Okay, how many beds do we have? 1, 2, 3. Is there any spares? 1. Because I think, I can never remember, but I think with these guys, you have to actually capture them if you want a decent... If I want to be absolutely certain, I'm going to have to capture them. They could just join us anyway. And who was the last fast one? Reuben. Cool. Off you guys go. You guys go like that. These things can all be deconstructed now for mucho monies and components and whatnot. Normally you get some weaponry out of it, which is a bit of a shame. Inventory gold. I mean, they do get stripped when they're being burnt, so it shouldn't really be necessary, but still. Let's make sure we don't miss out on the gold. So there is a chance that we've got more in here, but I think that might be a bit small. There's like a minimum size they need to be in order to contain that sort of thing. But I think that might be a tad tiny. So we've got major prisoners. We also have a cougar. We're going to need to do a cougar watch in a second. Yeah, so do you have gold on you as well? Yeah. Weird. Just random free golds. Nice. Okay, so real quick. Chat and recruit, you get meds. Yep. Chat and recruit, you get meds. Chat and recruit, you get meds. What's this? You came with wake up. You don't want that. And we should probably send these guys immediately out to do Cougar Watch. And we might take everybody for this one. We go with the last prisoner. Chat and recruit. Oh, actually, that's a good point. You get down here. We shouldn't take everybody because we need Nom and Old Cat to go and be doctors. Forgot about that bit. In fact, should we... Where are you doing, Old Cat? Consuming fine meal? No. Health-wise, no immediate danger. Death in 11 hours. Death in 15. Death in 9.9. Luckier is our priority. Prioritise treating Luckier. And Nom, where did you go to? You're out there trying to eat. You know what? That's not a great one. Go treat Allison. You're just going to get hurt doing that, I think. Okay, slow things down. Who's exhausted? Snipes is exhausted. Only Mick's going for a runner. Good job. You guys get about it. Not looking too bad. I haven't forgotten to turn anyone off drafting. No. Alright on that front as well. Speed things up a little bit now. Snipes is exhausted and going to bed. These guys are doing all the treating. Some of them were carrying components. What a lovely gift. Everyone's needing treatment. How's our med supplies looking? 20. Up! And it's red. Pirates, snipe bats. It's weird when you don't get a, oh, where is it? Cindery launcher, frag grenades, charge rifle, assault rifle, triple rocket launcher. These guys might be sappers. I didn't wait long enough to read it. Not that it makes any real difference. That looks like a group that, depending on how they approach things, we might be alright. What are you going to do? Moving, using frag grenades on granite wall. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Okay, we're going to want the snipers for this one. Gal, Radish, and Vadir. See how far they decide to go. It does look like they want to come in, actually. Looks like they do. Looks like they're fine to come wandering inside. No, maybe not. What are you guys doing? Being annoying. There's not even a sensible way of getting at them either. Okay, I may have done some mistakes here. Who's really Alicid, Mick and Old Cat? So I need to keep clear of them. So let's take Reuben and some aristocrat as well. So I need, when they start doing this, to poke them in the back, basically. Get some of them to turn around and come inside. I mean, they can blow in that way if they really want. It's not going to make any difference, but it is also a bloody pain. Are they going to follow, or are they going to keep trying to blow their way in? Stop it! Blooming Doomsday rocket launcher there. Someone is inside. Okay. You three, get up here. I don't know why you won't go into the middle of the corridor for when they open that up. Reuben onto the end, start getting a few more shots out. Some aristocrat, I'm not sure what we're going to do with you in reality. Oh god, charge rifle. Charge rifles. Well, now what, guys? You ran out of grenades? I think they ran out of grenades. Maybe not. Maybe he got tired of blowing himself up. Yeah, I think that was probably it. He got tired of killing himself. Okay, this is where we're probably going to need a bit more help than I actually have available. That was a rather opportune... Reuben. Wow, I am screwing up this fight big style. Reuben, get inside, man. They're killing all of my dogs. Don't kill my dags. The dags win. Just get out. Someone save the dogs. ASAP. That's not how to do it, Wasted. That is not how to do it. Who do we want to treat? Macho, where's old cat? Old cat, you awake? No. Yes, that is a really interesting lesson to learn, because what this tells me, basically, is that I need to do this better. This is not a good enough setup in here. I need a way out for the sappers. That isn't these doors. I need a way out the bottom or the sides or somewhere that isn't sappers. Colonists need treatment. Who's infected? Okay, that's not too bad. Alicid is just muscle parasites. Mick and Reuben, please just be muscle parasites. Reuben won't be, will he? Muscle parasites. And Reuben... Yeah, Reuben's bleeding like hell. Rest until healed. Let's give Reuben some better meds. He's not looking great. Dead body in there. We did pick up a charge rifle off that, which I won't complain at. We did also let them just all escape, but I think you guys can probably understand why I did that. Disease infection, cellar. Yeah, cellar is probably screwed. Don't go and wear elephant skin pants. Go and prioritise Reuben. Please. That's better. That's better. Alright, get things cleaned up, folks. We have a mess here. Quite a big one. And I'm gonna... We can't rescue Macho anymore, because Macho's asleep. Thankfully, none of the death is particularly bad. We got Muffalo to hunt. It's the sort of thing that I might, with one person, be able to encourage them to come inside. Just get them to go nuts from down here. Oh. Ooh, this might be a silly plan, actually. Whoa! Radish super killer. Who's about to break? Just Miguel. Holy shit. Okay, we just leave Radish to do this on our own, apparently. Vadir kind of trying to decide whether or not he wants to get killed doing so. Who's berserk? Luckier. The final store was starving trivial. Okay, so luckier to be. Yeah, we healed you alright. So let's give you a little welcome party for when you come out of Atomic Nom and Mick and yeah. You out yet? Nope. Not quite yet. Radish, why don't you come back in for the time being? Get wrecked. Oh, lol. That's pretty brilliant. Bad it, mate. You can repair that door for me. I think that'll be amusing. Nope, you're staying in there. I guess eventually they stop being berserk, right? They must do. Makes no sense if they didn't, so yeah. It's got to be fine. People are just going to occasionally go and repair that door. Oh, wonderful. Vadir, how are you at shooting, mate? You want to come out here and have a go at what Radish was up to? Nope. I suppose it is night time, so I can't imagine Vadir is going to be quite so effective. You coming out yet? Oh, you might do. What's your melee skill like? 4. Norm needs treatment. Ah! You're almost, so almost. But sadly, Ellie showed up to ruin the day. Nope. Lol. Really? Is that all it took? Oh dear. Well then, speed things up a bit. Already got the base mostly repaired. They've got a bunch of corpses to burn, of course. Seems like cremation. I don't know what job task cremation would be, but it does seem to be quite low down the list. It looks like some cleaning's going to be in order at some point soon as well. What are you doing? Do we not give them any meds? Well, we do. Are we out of herbs? We're out of herbal completely. Okay, we've got a whole bunch about to be finished. I did add more herbal last episode, of course. Do need to make sure these guys tomorrow do some cleaning up and so on. I've got to stop providing them with more things to do, I think, for a little while. Otherwise, yeah, we're going to fall behind, basically. Colonist needs treatment. It'd be nice to get rid of these muscle parasites at some point, I can tell you that much. What are you doing? Treating the dags. Explosive IDs. Alright, let's go deep drilling. That's better. Burning some bodies. These guys are all on chat and recruit, I believe. Severe illness. Seller, yeah. Heal root has died from being left unharvested. Well, that's not good. That's not grown. How did it die from being left unharvested if it wasn't grown? Or was it just literally that one in the corner? Busy paying attention to the prisoners, who are almost certainly screwed. Yeah. Yeah, we're not going to keep Seller, by the looks of things. To the point where I think it might be an idea to turn medicine off for Seller. Seller is screwed. Also, are we treating these guys with crappy meds now? I think we need to temporarily go on to colonists like that. Although, colonist prisoner, yeah, that's better. Because I think otherwise, their muscle parasites aren't going to get treated properly. And then as soon as we've got heal root harvested, I'll get that back to normal. Why is berries going in here? Berries should not ever go in here. No. No, 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 no. No. Yes. Ooh, we got a statue. It's kind of what I wanted to see, was making sure that they actually got around and did all this and grabbed it properly and so on. Seller has died because of infection. Yeah, I did kind of see that one coming. If I'm going to be brutally honest. Party! Yeah, this is what we need. Give everyone a mood boost because people are pretty pissed off with me at the moment. Was that it? A 0.5 second party. And tell me you're idle as well, not when there's this much hauling to be done. Is there anyone not on... Yeah, this... Everyone's got on hauling and cleaning, so... The party's finished. Who's idle? McGow. McGow is an idle man. Because there's no art to do, there's no construction, there's no mining. What should McGow learn to do then? McGow should probably learn to craft. He's going to be terrible at it, but he can at least start. Now where's he off to? Ah, I see. He's learning to craft. What's our statue like? What have we got here? Ellie's shape. That's excellent. Nice. That'd be worth tons. Mad animal. The sculpture bears an illustration of Candace Ellie Roughchild researching explosive IDs while holding papers in her hand. Complete surrounded by an array of tools and apparatuses. Apparati? Apparatuses? Not sure. Work has an amateurish yet attractive feeling and a well-balanced structure. The whole image is depicted by the careful arrangement of hundreds of tiny magpies. Random. Random, but let's slap you in there. Keep things a bit happy. I do want to get rid of that multi-analyzer research horribleness at some point. Just replace it with the components bench. But for now, let's not ignore the mad squirrel. Let's shoot all of our own animals. Yep. Of course. When would it not be? Are people going to do this heal route? They still have no heal route in storage at all. I am going to delete a bit more of this zone and make that whole bit heal route. There you go. Food is far from a concern at the moment. Everything else kind of is. This is why we really want to recruit one of these guys. Recruitment difficulty 84, 90, 62. They should be reasonably easy. But so far, so not so lucky. Surprised we kept everyone alive during that, I have to say. Didn't lose any dogs, no weirdness on that front. Was really expecting that to be a thing. I also can't help but notice that I think one of the other things that's slowing us down at the moment is hauling. Let's go auto door there and auto door there. Continue to try and speed things up a bit, I think, is kind of the best plan. Make sure none of our sort of interior areas are the slowdown, so that can be done. So can that one. Auto door and an auto door over there once it's done. So I'm going to come and do this one for me anytime you like. Normally you guys are pretty quick. There we go. Also door there as well. That should, in theory, speed up all that central area. Wow, those eclipses come around fast. Just done. Eclipse. I was building wooden auto doors there, wasn't I? Cancel. Cancel. Let's put some more sensible ones, perhaps. Oop. Yeah, that was much better way. So that's the one you meant. Not so bad. Part of me almost wants to wooden floor this entire area in the centre. Look, the walk speed's relatively slow on all of this. I suppose we do that once we get rid of the graves and whatnot. That is what I want to see. People actually getting this stuff done and all the stuff hauled back. I really want that hill route to be finished, of course, but hey, can't get everything. How is we going when it comes to the cooking side of things? Radish and some aristocrats in with really high cooking skill as well? I don't think that's a good plan. I think having someone else that's really good at growing is a better plan. Who's idle? It's McGow again, isn't it? Yeah. Another large, I guess. Could almost think about turning those on. Our component bench is not getting used at all, as far as I've seen. McGow, straight on to structure building, statue building. He's going to be crap at it, but hey. Nom is really angry. We could, I suppose. And replace these with some nicer stuff. What have we got? Loads of camel hair, I imagine. Make that a whole room a bit nicer. It's probably got no light in there either, has it? Get a statue in there too, cheer him up a bit. I know it's primarily muscle parasites, but still. I wonder, is Nom getting cabin fever as well? Because we really don't take him outside very often. He's still got wake-up addiction, which is primarily his problem. Very impressive dining room. Yeah, he really can't complain a huge amount. He's tired, is the worst he can say. Aw, it's tiring being a chef, Nom. Walking from one room to the other. Here, have a nicer chair. That'll help, right? And just put a light in your room. Oh, you've got light. I'm blind. And put another plant pot in there. Cool. Deep drilling's done. Let's go ground penetrating scanner. 7,000. Let me know. Look, we'll give you another little plant pot at the other end. No, we won't. We'll put statues in there. Statues don't need watering and whatnot. Okay, is anybody going to harvest the hill root? 91%. Oh, it's not growing yet. That would be why. Med supplies haven't dropped that fast, actually. What's this set to? Do until we have... Yeah. Alison Blacksmith can finally walk. Wake up addiction. Pitman's fine. Really want those guys to join our side. Come on. Come on, Alison. You're the easy one as well. Why don't you come aboard? 0.99% chance. Okay, when I said you're the easy one... Hey! Where's convinced by Warden? Wow. No convinced by Warden even yet. Oh, God. Get on to it, folks. That's the geothermal. Can they not get at that inside? So geothermal still suffer from the same problem as bloomin'... I hope that thunderstorm comes in time. Geothermal still suffer from the same problem as solar panels used to, where you can't get on top of the building to put the fires out. Which is really dumb. Like, it doesn't make any sense. What? So this thing is so large that we couldn't reach the bits that we'd need to reach in order to build it? Is that what you're saying? It's gonna knock the power out hard and fast, isn't it? Hooray for backup batteries. Those are going to drain super speed too. And now Alison's gone nuts. Fine. Is anyone actually awake? Just nom. Is anyone not that pissed off with me? Neutral, neutral, neutral. Content, content. Oh, those two don't mind. Anyone else? Neutral. And those two don't mind. There we go. Sorry, Alison. In fact, we need to let Alison out first, shall we? You want to come outside so you can get beaten up properly? It's kind of brutal, but hey. No, no. You could have used the other bed. I suppose I should really use some better materials for my prison doors, shouldn't I? Although if they go berserk, they're getting out anyway. We're going to have to deal with it regardless, so I might as well. Who is hardcore constructor here? Because I think this is making our entire area... Oh, it's all unroofed in here now as well. What? Why is it unroofed? Ah, because we lost the door. I see. I see. Ellie, can you... Oh no, apparently not. Let's cancel that and do it with something else then, shall we? Like granite. What did old Radish get hurt by? Oh, bruised, yeah. Okay, don't use random people for constructing. Worth remembering. Yeah, don't bother trying to haul that. That might confuse you a bit. More strawberry plants dying. Alison and the combat supplier. Alison's gone nuts again. You guys are a pain. Why is considered guilty? Oh, you're a pain because you're blooming wake up addiction. So you're really, really, really angry. I want a McGow. I want, sure, an Alicid and a... Radish can do some... Nah, some Reuben can do some punching. Haha. Correct. Slow things down. Alicid, do you want to open that for him? Let's say, are you going to come out? Oh well, I mean, it did the job, I suppose. Can someone feed Alison? I think that might help. Cowering. Okay, and we had a combat supplier as well, which is always nice. Cats, where you at? Mate, go call the combat supplier. Bling. Cool. What do we want from you then? Oh, holy crap, your components are expensive. Your meds are nice and cheap. You got bionic... No, that's our bionic arm. I take it back. Buy from us all of these shoddy weapons. This seems like a great plan. Nice. Look at all this rubbish. Maybe keep the plasteel stuff. Just in case we start running low on plasteel, we can break it down. It is the stuff that's worth the most, of course. Survival rifle? I'm going to keep the survival rifle. We really want to start investing in some better weaponry if these guys have got it. Don't really plan to use an incendiary launcher anytime soon. Let's keep two really nice great bows. I want our charge rifle. Masterwork charge rifle. Look at the price of that. Wow. Alright, dead man, dead man, dead man, dead man, dead man, dead man. And shoddy. Awful, used, awful, awful, used. Used and pretty bad as well. I thought people were going to get better at making this stuff. I really did. It just doesn't seem to be happening. A decent quality personal shield for when the time comes. Dead man's again. Nice. Okay, so that's sold everything we want to get rid of. The question now is just, do we want to buy any guns? So we got a bad machine pistol, a shoddy survival rifle, a normal LMG, which is actually not that. That's not too bad. Pretty inaccurate, but still. And then the masterwork charge rifle. Blood. This weapon bears an artwork of several diplomats and babies eating tomatoes together. Random. I think we can afford that, can't we? We can. It leaves us really low on cash, but there's silver on the map. I'm going to buy us a masterwork charge rifle. Someone gets like a crazy nice gun. Where did it fall? Cool, he's harvesting that. It didn't fall up here this time. But where did it fall? We've let a muffalo rot. Aha! I found you. Who gets a masterwork charge rifle? We got our sniper crew. What's that icon mean as well? Innocent prisoner died. What? Permit that barbarism? We were trying to keep them alive. What's wrong with you? Ah, you wound me up. Mick earns himself a decent weapon. Yeah, well, he's already going for it. Look. And then someone else can get Mick's shotgun, because we've definitely got pistol people still using pistols, and pistols are terrible. Who was it? Alicid, the not very good at shooting. And the other one was some aristocrat. Some aristocrat. Go get a pump shotgun. Yeah, we are looking after these people. Seriously. That's better. Catharsis ×2, luxuriantly comfortable. That should be starting to balance things out a bit. My rival seller, look. Pittman did not like most of his clan, apparently. Nom's about to break again. I don't know what your problem is, Nom. It's really not that bad, man. It isn't. That seems a very inefficient way of going through. Maybe I should put a door in this back wall. They did harvest the herbal meds. Sweet. Okay, let's now quickly go and change our medical situation. You there. Better. I really want to recruit one of these guys, but it looks like I might have to end the episode before that happens, because at this rate, doesn't seem to be happening. I don't know how you can increase this chance. You used to get a stacking buff that was convinced by Warden, but that doesn't seem to be a thing anymore for some reason, whatever reason. Same way, I can't help but notice that no one gives a damn about using the components. Have I got the allow crafting skill too high? That's probably what it's going to be, isn't it? The few people that are crafting are doing something else first. Oh, I see the problem here. The problem here is this constant message is coming from the areas outside of the sun lab. And down here. Any more? Yeah, that top corner. Get rid of these, because they're driving me absolutely bananas. And then we've probably got a few more, haven't we? That top side's fine, but these ones up in these corners are going to be a problem too, so... Cool. Although there is a huge growing zone over there as well. Why? You can see where's not going to grow. Yeah, right, okay. That should stop those annoying messages from freaking me the hell out. Oh, actually, there's a few more as well, isn't there? There we go. Only one more round of X and X has died due to not being harvested before that stops happening. Maybe I shouldn't have been concerned about that quite so hard as I was, if I'd paid attention to what it was that was actually happening. Training going with the animals. These guys are all trained up. Lovely. So we've got hauling dags. We could go and grab a bit more muffalo meat, I suppose. 445. It's elephant meat. Where is none other than the radish? Continue that wonderful game you were doing before of one-shotting muffalo from miles away. Or even one-shotting the wrong muffalo from miles away. It's pretty cool. Randy! You've given us some cargo pods, finally. With rice in it. There's not even a benefit to having varied meals in this, so like there's really no reason for me to go. I suppose I'll let them go and get it. Radish is a monster. Where'd I go? Well, having said that, now failing, of course. Whoops. Haha. Lol. Nice. Someone should go out and hunt that. I think we've still got someone on hunting, right? Yeah, Vaddy will go out and finish that off. With his sniper rifle from close range. Vicious. We have a singular piece of rice down in this fridge. In the backup fridge. because the main fridge is stacked. Stacked up. We could definitely be doing with some selling on of this and making more meals. Is anything maxed out? No, nothing is maxed out. Yep. Are you actually connected into the power grid? I should probably make sure that that's the thing. Okay, we got a break there. Someone said there was a break around the kitchen as well. There's no break in the kitchen. I haven't got one across there. Do you want me to put a line across there? Will that make you feel happier? There you go. There's no break in the kitchen though. Yeah, that's kind of fine. I do really want to get rid of that, but that looks like it might have to wait for next episode because we are at time, pretty much. So what did we get done today? We bought some dags. We fought off some raids, as usual. Almost screwed it up and let them into the base. And we've captured 3 guys from the Cryoseek caskets at the other side. And I've sorted out the ongoing issues with why our food was so much of an issue. Like, we probably are growing too much food, mind. Just looking at the fact that that fridge is full. Maybe I need to segment this over into a bigger backup fridge or something. I don't know. We'll see what you guys think. Either way, thanks a lot for joining me, folks. If you did enjoy this one, please hit that like button. If you didn't, then you know where the dislike button is. By all means, slam away at that. And otherwise, we will just read a statue before we finish. It's only a normal. By McGow, sculpture number 8. Bears an image of Mikhail Mick Crosswind gambolling in bed with Rosa Radish Craig with a few clothes in sight. Mick is locking eyes with Radish. A human in the background seems to symbolise suffering. And the work is shaded in hues of red and green. What? Oh dear, the way they do these is really just odd at times. But hey, one more statue down. Cheers for joining me, guys. I will catch you all for the next one.